You know, guys, old T-Rod does not claim to know everything, but he does know a few things. And one of the things that T-Rod happens to know is Wild Turkey makes some damn good whiskey, particularly in their Master's Keep releases. Especially this latest one, the Beacon. Roll that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to T-Rod Whiskey. I am your host, T-Rod, but of course, if you are new here, welcome. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Get on that bus. There is room for everybody, okay? The more the merrier. That's what this is all about, okay? Another thing that this is all about is the whiskey community as a whole. I had an extremely generous subscriber see my video on my unicorn bottles, and we got to talking, and specifically talking about Wild Turkey, and he is lucky enough, Sammy, if you're watching this, I very much appreciate you. He's lucky enough to own a fair number of these Master's Keep releases, bottles that I have only seen for sale a handful of times, and they're almost always outside of my reach. But more specifically, he sent me a sample of this year's Master's Keep release, the Beacon, or Beacon. Master's Keep Beacon. There's no the, right? Now, what makes this so special? Well, word on the street is this could be the last Master's Keep release, which sucks. Like, that blows dog. That would be an absolute travesty to the whiskey community. Now, if that means that they're going to be putting out something else, it's going to be a little bit more attainable. Hey, you know, I'm not necessarily mad at that. However, the Master's Keep has kind of been like the shining pinnacle of what Wild Turkey puts out every year. Cool releases, unique ideas, etc., etc. But this year's release, Beacon, is really cool because it is a blend of 10 and 16-year-old bourbons. The 16-year-old bourbon, they're saying, was distilled 2007, 2008, which puts it right at the very, very tail end of production at the original Wild Turkey facility, which most of us at this point know no longer exists. Production has been moved to their new site. I was there about a year and a half ago, took a tour. It's phenomenal. It's a beautiful piece of property, but it's not the same, right? These barrels were evidently selected by Eddie Russell himself. And this is just supposed to be something really, really good. I consider myself very lucky to get to try this because this thing, God, man, trying to get these bottles are hotter than a hooker's doorknob on payday. Like they are popular. So go ahead and I'm only going to take a wee bit of this sample. I want to save the other half for later. And we're going to get right into it because this is exciting. This is the kind of stuff that I really enjoy. This is the reason I have the channel, is getting to explore and sample some truly amazing whiskeys and meet truly amazing people. Normal people would not just offer up something like this to a stranger. It takes an exceptional person to be that generous and that kind and to dip into their personal collection. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. So got this in the glass. This has a nice traditional like dark caramel color to it, which is to be expected because it's bourbon. But we're gonna go ahead and swirl that around. It is Friday at the time of this recording, so TGIF. Definitely ready for the weekend. This one, this week was a real kick in the knockers, and I was only there like 4 days out of 5 because of the holiday.
It is fucking embarrassing!
That should say something. Like I worked 20% less and it hurt like 40% more. It's just day jobs are for suckers. I got to get out of that racket. But oh God, oak, cherries, cherry cordial, like sweet cherry cordial, almost like a cherry syrup, like just sweet cherries. A little bit of oak, a little vanilla. Those classical notes are dancing around there too. But this has that cherry nose that has become so synonymous with Wild Turkey, but just a little bit of the turkey funk in there as well. A little bit, it's not earthy. Maybe it's just like a dry wood that I'm getting on that. I don't think it's herbal. It's just sweet cherries, oak, caramel, vanilla. little bit of a cherry syrup sweetness. Yeah, that is what I'm getting. All right. I can't wait. We're going to go in for a sip, guys. Cheers. Okay. First sip of the day. No tasting notes. It's a little bit hot, but I think that's just because my palate needs to be acclimated. I haven't really had a whole ton to eat today, so should be reasonably fresh. But, all right. Going in for the real deal now. Here we go. Okay. Oaky, as would be suggested. A little bit white pepper. A little bit of proof on that. Muted caramel. Wood sugars. It's like wood chips with cherry juice on the top. Not cherry syrup, but like cherry juice kind of squeezed all over the top of it. I mean, it matches the nose. I guess I was just expecting it to be a little richer, and maybe that's me. Definitely has that dusty turkey funk to it. You can tell this is older, more mature, more nuanced. It starts feeling like it's kind of drying, but it doesn't really ever get that way. In fact, you're salivating for the next taste. So it starts with like a drying sensation, but by the time it works its way back on your palate, it's completely gone. Maraschino cherry. I get like a dried out maraschino cherry, and like the juice has been sprinkled all over some wood chips, and there's a little bit of like natural vanilla in there. A little bit of a baking spice note, not pepper, but something from the spice cabinet. It's very subtle. It's I don't know what that is. Like a very, very light. No, it's not even allspice. I don't know what that is. Maybe it might just be a literal pinch of like a pepper, like a pinch of black pepper. The more I drink it, the more prominent those cherry notes are becoming. It's very much dried out maraschino cherries, not like dried fruit, but like if you drained all the juice out of the container and let them sit for like a day, maraschino cherries with the woody oak. I mean, it's good. I'm enjoying this sip. And I like Wild Turkey. You know, I have some older dusty turkey bottles that are really good. This is very reminiscent of like a Russell's 13 for me. It's not. Russell's 15 was a bit punchier than that when I had it at the distillery. But this is good. I like this. I'm not liking it as much as I thought I would. I would certainly never turn down a pour of this. This is, you know, it's good. It's just not that life-shattering that I kind of was hoping it might be. The nose is shifting into more of a caramel and cherry direction. Easy to drink, approachable. If I'm going to throw a number at it, 7.6. 7.6. It's not as impactful as I would have wanted it to be. It's a little more on the nuanced side than I would have expected, knowing that there's 10 and 16-year-old turkey in here. That turkey funk is definitely present. The cherry is there. It's good. It's damn good. It's just not... Yeah, it's 7.6. It has a little bit of a popsicle stick note on the very, very back, the finish, right? Just on the side pallets, it's like a dry popsicle stick a little bit. Very good. Glad to have the sample. Sammy, thank you once again. The finish is pretty strong. Oily enough that it coats well, hangs on, kind of pulls you back in for another sip. I would probably have to pour the rest of this and dig into it for a while, but that's 7.6. That's where I'm going to stick. You know, I don't go back on my ratings. That's just where I'm at. And you guys can call me crazy if you want. Somebody's going to leave comments that I'm nuts, that it's better than that. There might be people that are going to tell me that, you know what, you're right. It's good, but it's not life-altering. And that's fine. Not every whiskey has to be life-altering. I'm still very glad that I got to try this. I'm still very glad that I have a sample of it and I got to try a true piece of history, because this is some of the last... This blend contains some of the last whiskey to come out of the original Wild Turkey Distillery, and that's impactful. That's meaningful to me, so I appreciate that. But that's it, guys. Expect this video to be dropping, you know, Saturday. So if you're watching this, thank you. Again, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification just so you know when new stuff is coming out, and be on the lookout for that Patreon. We're finally getting around to doing that. So until next time, guys, cheers.